my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me in themselves. I wouldn't want to be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't want to be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't want to be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, set, 60 or. Check nine, shoot.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
56. Mike's 56. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Check, 59. I got it. Check, 5.
They're going to look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He was brought down there by Will Parks.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Here's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Line 55, line 55. It's been a long day.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this will remain a scoreless game. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 45-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right there in the middle, 55. And 24. Field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, let go.
2nd and 13. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. There comes the Saints punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even 9. Check 26, check 26.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He wants it all for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. 118.
Mike, 58, right there. Two. Check.
24.
Check.
Hey, 59. Let's go.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Set. 188. You don't know no better.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it third and goal. Here's Watson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if some...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Check, ready. Pittsburgh. Check, 55 to Mike. Check up. Get in the weight room.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Where's that? 19. 59.
Check. Check. Help. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy? What you got?
55.
Give me some. Here we go. Mike 55. Right there in the middle.
Let's go.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Point after, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dylan Cole. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Check, 24. Line him up. Line him up.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That pass play good for 7. But it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front, and it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
42's the mark, 42's the mark. Here we go. Mike's 42. Mike's 40.
He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
A 40-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
1,
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Situation, let's go. Put it down.
Mike, 55.
To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. They don't have his man. That's Cooper. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Quentin Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans push further out in front.
Let's go, defense. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Roy.
Mike 42.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Go.
Mike's 59.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards, good for his Saints. 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
At the Texans'
42, 42.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mike, hit it.
2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 5. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Here's Hines. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here we go. Here we go. Eight together. Eight together.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Set. 19. Check 53. Right. 26.
After the run, Watson going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mike 59. Mike.
Hey, orbit.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the curve.
Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a plan.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Bravo. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now this throw caught left side. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On the ground, Kamara. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to... And a loose football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Cooper was the target there. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run on first down. Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.